Building a seven-figure fortune is about cracking the code of smart habits, strategic saving, and calculated moves. It's about turning your everyday choices into a wealth-generating machine. So are you ready to unlock the secrets and turn your dreams into a reality? Here in this video, we are going to explore how to make your first $1 million. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get regular updates. Let's get started. Number 8. Stop senseless spending. It's common for people to spend money they don't truly need on unnecessary items and services. Even very minor costs, like treating yourself to a gourmet coffee every morning from a fancy coffee shop, can compound up and reduce the amount of money you can save. Expenses associated with luxury goods also keep many people from contributing to their monthly savings. Usually, you have to give up more than one thing or one habit to build up a significant amount of wealth. Becoming affluent requires sticking to a budget and leading a disciplined lifestyle. Those who want to increase their nest eggs typically have to give up something. This could include reducing the amount of extraneous spending, eating out less often, or taking public transit to get to work. This is not to say that you can't have fun when you go out, but if you want to save money, you should attempt to do things in moderation and stick to a budget. It just takes a few small, easy changes to your spending patterns to start building up a sizable nest egg, especially if you start early. Number 7. Adjust your lifestyle. Discard the myth that millionaires all spend with abandon and live high on the hog. In the book, Millionaire Next Door, award-winning authors Thomas J. Stanley and William D. Danko studied how individuals became rich, and their findings were surprising. Many people who live in expensive homes and drive luxury cars do not have much wealth, they wrote. Then we discovered something even odder. Many people who have a great deal of wealth do not even live in upscale neighborhoods. The authors found that high salaries don't necessarily translate into high net worth. Stanley and Danko found that those who accumulated the most wealth would be considered frugal themselves and married to conservative spenders as well. The gap between income and spending is an asset for those learning how to get rich. Think about it realistically. You can't build wealth if you spend all that you earn, or worse yet, spend more than you earn. Number 6. Boost your profit margin. A profit margin isn't strictly reserved for businesses. It also applies to you. By increasing the gap between what you earn and what you spend, you end up with a profit in the same way a business earns a profit. This profit can then be used to pursue your long-term financial goals. To specifically reach $1 million, you'll need to boost your savings rate substantially more than the normal 10% to 15%, said Roth. It is suggested to save half of your income, and note that you'll have to make hard choices of deferring present spending in exchange for future financial success. For two-income families, experts suggest choosing to live on one income and saving and investing the other salary. Number 5. Invest early. Mathematics can be a key factor in achieving financial success. It has been demonstrated beyond a reasonable doubt that if you invest in the stock market over many years, reinvest your dividends, and allow the money to grow and compound, you can become a billionaire eventually. It is also important to be aware of the amount of money to invest, the types of mutual funds to invest in, and the length of time to invest. To determine how much money you need to invest, for how long, and at what rate of return, you can use a straightforward calculator. You may, for instance, calculate that if you invest $500 per month in a diversified stock market index fund, such as the Fidelity Total Market Index Fund, and receive an average return of 7%, assuming that the rate of inflation is 2%, you will become a millionaire in 36 years. Number 4. Invest in real estate. Investing in real estate has been a way to amass riches for a very long time. On the other hand, investments in real estate in regions with lower costs of living are considerably simpler to make in the beginning. Consider investing in a neighborhood that is seeing rapid growth if you are a resident of New York City or San Francisco. It is recommended that you put aside sufficient funds to make a down payment on a rental property that has a considerable amount of positive income flow. This indicates that when you have paid all of your payments, there will be money that is available to be deposited into your bank account. As time passes and you continue to pay down mortgage, you will eventually become the sole owner of the property. The advice of the experts is to begin with a single property and continue doing so until you achieve $1 million. Number 3. Improve tax awareness. There are situations when people believe that doing their tax returns will save them money, and there are instances in which they may be correct in this belief. However, they may wind up losing money as a result of their failure to take advantage of the numerous deductions that apply to them. Make an effort to increase your knowledge regarding the categories of things that are tax deductible. In addition, you should be aware of the circumstances in which it would be prudent to abandon the standard deduction and instead begin itemizing your deductions on your tax return. If you are not willing or able to educate yourself about filing your income taxes, it may be beneficial to hire some assistance. This is especially true if you are self-employed, run a business, or have other conditions that can make your tax return more complicated. Number 2. Invent something. When you have a bunch of extremely amazing ideas, you should choose the finest one and attempt to make money off of it. If individuals are willing to pay a higher price for the advantage that it provides, it does not matter whether it is a product or a service. For instance, Sara Blakely, the founder of Spanx, became the youngest woman in the United States to become a self-made billionaire. She did this by designing a line of undergarments that were designed to be worn under white slacks. According to Forbes, her current net worth is estimated to be $1.1 billion. Ty Warner, responsible for the creation of Beanie Babies, acquired a fortune through his stuffed animal business. Through his astute creation of a comprehensive product line and subsequent sale of it in limited quantities, he was able to lead the things to experience a rise in popularity. It's possible that your invention provides a solution to a problem that a lot of people are facing, or that it entertains a lot of people. Whatever the case may be, individuals are eager to part with their cash for anything that enhances the quality of their lives. Number 1. Be patient. Whichever route you decide to take to get wealthy, it will take time. It takes years for money invested in the stock market to compound. It takes time to launch a business and see it through to success. The biggest financial growth happens in the later years when it comes to compounding returns. It will frequently take longer to make your first million than your second. The first million is usually the hardest, whether you've saved for years or built a business. Remain patient, remain dedicated, and maintain your goal-focused perspective. Your long-term financial objectives shouldn't be dashed by the early slow development through compounding or the difficulties of starting your firm. When attempting to make $1 million, your deadliest opponents may be impatience and fear. To sum up the whole discussion, commitment is required in order to get your first $1 million, but it is more about strategic planning than it is about being lucky. You will be able to construct a solid basis for your riches if you follow these instructions. Always keep in mind that riches are not created overnight. Time, self-control, and a willingness to invest time in learning are all necessary components. Remember to be patient with yourself, to celebrate your accomplishments, and to concentrate on making positive decisions on a daily basis. The goal of earning 7 figures can be accomplished if one is willing to put in a lot of effort and has some financial savvy. That's all for today's video. I hope you liked the video. Which of these points did you find the most valid one? Let us know in the comments below. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more updates. Thanks for watching.